Yesterday I was with Mark.
Yeah.
And like I was eating chips and stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
And I was eating like a lollipop, and I was just laying on the ground. And then I got up, and I was trying to speak to Mark. I was trying to be like, "Hey, Mark," and then use your like it just I just like what's it called? I just burped like the biggest and loudest burp. It was just like
yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit!"
It sounded like it was gonna throw up. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Like as I tried to speak to Mark, like a burp just came out, and I was like.
You sound like a little demon.
I couldn't control it. I tried to just speak to him, and it was just be like, my body. So many burps came out.
Teenager therapy, because we have problems too.
Dude, but
Yeah.
what are your biggest pet peeves? Because I have so many of them.
I have some. You want to hear one?
Yeah.
Okay. My biggest pet peeve is when people assume too much.
Oh, really?
They think they know you.
Is that a pet peeve?
It's a pet peeve for me.
Is that your biggest?
Perhaps, maybe. It's one of
It's top. I don't know
top.
what my biggest would be. Isaac, what do you say is your biggest? Or maybe not your biggest, but just one you like a pet peeve of yours that annoys you.
I googled a list of the biggest pet peeves.
Was it from
Ranked,
BuzzFeed?
I think. So the first one is when people copy your idea but get credit for it. 2, people acting like they're hurt or sad just to get attention. 3, interrupting. 4, rudeness. 5, messy/unflushed shared toilets. 6, talking over other people. 7, invasions of personal space. 8, continued arguing after being proven wrong. 9, people that turn almost everything into an argument.
Oh.
10, lack of respect for others' opinions. 11, do you want me to go on?
No.
Dude, that sounds like all like
Those are all like the basic ones.
yeah, like
Yeah.
everyone has
Yeah.
those. I'm pretty sure.
It's the most common ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
So,
are pretty
like,
common.
What's your
Out of
biggest
the
pet peeve?
ordinary pet peeves, I don't know.
Oh well, just one that you have.
That
One
stands
that I've
out to you.
experienced.
Yeah.
Yeah, when someone doesn't like respect your opinion,
Mm.
it's like they asked you for your opinion, you say it, and then they just don't even
They
care.
don't- Yeah, they just
Like, why'd you ask?
like advice.
Yeah, like why'd you
Yeah.
ask? Leave me alone.
Yeah, when they ask for your advice, do you get that a lot?
Yeah.
They ask you for what kind of stuff?
No, like you know those people where they keep on asking everyone like for their opinion, and then they don't even use anyone's opinion.
Yeah.
It's like, what are you doing? It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, don't you have that as well?
What?
The asking everyone for their opinion, but they never take their advice.
Oh, like what I said last time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Does that happen to you often?
No.
No,
not really. Maybe with certain people, but not usually with a lot.
Thomas, what are your pet peeves?
I don't know. Like, it's very easy to irritate me, I feel like. So, I have a lot of pet
No.
peeves. So, I'm trying to think about, like, my biggest pet peeve. Oh, I really don't like it when people don't acknowledge, like, what I say.
Oh.
Or like when they talk over you.
Yeah. Like I'm saying something, and then someone talks over me, and then the whole conversation just shifts. And then, like, you know, I was just like, oh, okay, it's cool. It's irritating, but I don't really do anything about it. I just kind of let it happen.
Really? Why?
I don't want to interrupt, like, their conversation.
But they interrupted yours.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh, I mean, yeah, but obviously, I feel like if they changed the conversation, that means they weren't interested in mine.
Oh.
And I'm not going to force them to involve themselves with a conversation they're not interested in.
Yeah, that's true. You know, do you think if people change the conversation or they just ignore you, then they're probably just not interested?
Yeah.
Or you think
But
it's
sometimes it
accidental?
can be accidental.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes
What
they
if they
just don't
didn't hear you?
Dude,
Yeah.
God, y'all in everybody's mind.
in everybody's minds today. We're linking up. I don't know. I have a lot of pet peeves, specific ones though, that aren't very common. Oh yeah, I told this to Mark earlier, but like I have a pet peeve of when I'm walking with someone, like one on one.
Oh yeah.
And they have earphones in their ears, and they keep taking it out and be like, "What'd you say?" And then they put it back in. They're like, "Oh, I see now."
Yeah.
You know.
Like, don't get me wrong, music, all fun and games. But when you're talking to somebody and they have like headphones in, it makes it seem like they're not giving you their undivided
Yeah.
attention.
Mm-hmm.
Being a good listener is important. That's one of my pet peeves. It's don't like it.
I used to do that. I know. You
Yeah.
saw that pet peeve in me, right?
Yeah, I did.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know I had it till like
Yeah.
a few months ago that I
Uh-huh.
noticed it in some people. And I was like, oh, that's I don't like that.
Yeah, not until you told me that's when I started stop doing that because
Mhm.
it does get annoying.
You never like noticed it or
No.
like, thought anything about it?
No, I just wanted to listen to my music. But I'm not saying that I didn't want to listen to you or like I didn't want to have a conversation with you.
Mm-hmm.
It was for, other reasons.
Yeah, there's good music out there.
Yeah. But yeah, stop doing it.
What kind of music were you listening to? That was that good. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see your music taste.
Rex Orange County, Daniel Caesar.
Aren't they the same person? They sound like the same artist.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they
Rex
do.
Orange County is much more happier
Is he?
than Daniel Caesar's. Much more. It's more love and sad.
Who?
Daniel Caesar.
And what's Rex Orange County? Isn't he love
Happy.
and sad?
No.
Yeah.
Isn't like he like
It's a
happy
song.
Yeah,
songs?
it's
Yeah.
sad, but it's more like more jumpy his music, or I say so.
What music do you listen to, Isaac? I've never know. Yeah, what music like do you listen to on your often? What
Me?
kind? Do you have a genre or is it anything?
I don't really. I just listen to like the only artist I listened to was the one that you showed me, 21 Pilots.
Oh really?
I mostly hear instrumental. Yeah,
Why?
that's it. I don't know. It's a lot more relaxing.
And what about Lady Gaga?
Oh
hey,
yeah.
hey.
Oh yeah, the one Kayla introduced me to.
Mm-hmm. What's in
Yeah,
your
but only
Spotify
two per
playlist?
songs. I don't use Spotify.
Oh, what do you use?
I don't use anything.
Really?
Yeah.
YouTube?
I don't like to use like earphones unless I'm at home.
Oh, what do you listen to at home?
I don't listen to anything at home.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. So you don't listen to any music
No.
besides like instrumental?
Wait, but like when you're cleaning your room, like you just clean your room without music?
He has music in his mind,
Oh.
making his own music.
I know you listen to anime openings.
Oh, the instrumentals. I
Yeah.
listen to.
Oh, so like
I used to love instrumental
like
music.
guitar and all that stuff. Yeah.
uh-huh.
Do you like piano music?
Yeah.
I
And
used
that's
to
why a
love
lot of the anime have piano music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dude, I used to have a piano CD when I was younger. That my
Piano
mom bought
CD?
for me.
Piano
Yeah, it was just
CD?
a piano
What?
like it was just like an hour of piano music.
In a CD,
Yeah.
and you just put it into one of those like.
Yeah, and I just played it and I loved it.
Whoa.
Yeah. I was a child prodigy. What can
Look
I
at you.
say? What's your music taste, Kayla?
I feel like it's pretty random.
You too?
Yeah, but it's weird because so before I wouldn't really listen to like Mexican music if it was like
You know, Kayla, I saw that one song you were
Yeah.
playing like 2 days ago.
yeah, it's weird because like I would only listen to it if we were like at a party or something, or like my dad was playing it. But recently, like I've been listening to it and I like it.
Maybe you're in love because all
Like,
Mexican
I like-
music
yeah.
is like sad love.
Yeah, and I told my friend and she was like, "Oh, like are you sad?" And I was like, "I don't think so."
Have you seen all those memes of like Mexicans at a Mexican party like crying
Yeah.
with like mariachi in
But
the
yeah,
background? or
I don't know.
something?
I'm starting to like it more.
Is it like a Mexican pop or like the do 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 do? You know the classic sad romance that they play at the parties.
I think it's it's like
Is that?
that.
Oh, I kind of like some of the pop ones.
Yeah, I like that too, but like it's. I don't think it's something I would listen to like on my free time.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe once in a while.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I kinda
Give
like this.
examples. What are some examples?
Ooh, well, we got the classic Despacito.
Oh.
You already know. We got Enrique Iglesias with Bailando, and then we got. That's all I know.
Oh, like those.
Yeah,
pop.
those kind of pop.
Oh.
You know, it's like yeah.
What's the other one with Drake?
I don't
What?
know.
Isn't there one
Oh,
with
he
Drake?
made a song
With-
singing in Spanish.
Yeah.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talkie.
No,
No,
that's
but-
Selena Gomez.
That's Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez is on it.
Yeah.
What?
Right?
always
Whoa,
singing
she's
Taki.
on.
Oh, okay.
She's the one that's taki 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 taki.
No.
Rumba.
Oh no.
I'm talking about that one.
Well, she's on the song, right?
Yeah,
I think she is. I now I remember.
She's like featured on.
Wait,
Yeah.
the only Mexican song I know is Suavemente.
Oh, that one's good too.
Suavemente.
I like
don't know how
Cause
it
it
goes.
plays at every dance, every single dance.
I wanna go to a Mexican party.
Mm.
I've
Me
been missing
too.
those. I've been missing
Me
those.
too.
Dude,
I miss
Mark has
them.
been getting into Mexican food.
Cultured.
I
Oh,
know.
oh yeah. Oh my god, I love Mexican food now. It wasn't until yesterday when I tried Gael's stew. What was it called?
It was just beef.
Beef. But you said it was something, right? That
What
meant
was it?
stew.
Guisado.
Huh?
Guisado.
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 Am I
Yeah.
saying it right?
Yeah.
Guisado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was so good. Oh my god.
You didn't like Mexican food?
No.
before,
Like prior to this year, I did not like Mexican food. Like even tacos. I did not like tacos.
He was like, I don't like Mexican food. It's bad.
Why
Okay, I didn't say it was
Oh,
bad. I didn't say it was
damn.
bad. I just said
It's not your preference.
I haven't. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, Mark, why do you like tacos now?
Why?
Yeah.
I just started eating it more. I started eating other Mexican foods. Pozole.
Oh my god,
Mhm.
that's so good.
Dude.
That was a big milestone in my Mexican food journey.
It's a big hit. That
Yeah, it was a big hit.
That usually makes you either turn for it or against it.
And then going to Gael's house more often after school. He always serves me Mexican food, tacos, burritos.
That's how I get him.
Uh-huh.
That's how I got Thomas too.
Too.
He said the exact same thing. He's like, I
Wow.
didn't like Mexican food, but like now I love it.
I never said I didn't like it.
Really?
I just like never tried it.
Yeah.
But now you love it.
Yeah.
So good.
Honestly, there's like not a specific cuisine I don't like. Like I like all
Mm.
types. Really.
Isaac, what's Cuban cuisine?
Cuban food is
Yeah.
like Cuban sandwiches and stuff.
'Cause,
I don't
you know,
understand it.
Oh, at Porto's.
It's basically like
Porto.
Porto's.
Is that what it is?
yeah.
Yeah. My mom went and I was looking at the menu, and the dinner menu, and it's like rice, and they have like fried bananas.
Oh yeah,
With, like-
yeah. That's like one of the biggest things for Cubans. Like my
Is it?
family always has those, and they cook them, and they're so good.
the banana.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Did you see the meal? What is it called? What's the
What
meal
meal?
called? It's like that one meal. It comes with, I think it comes with the rice, the beans, the fried banana, and then there's like a steak.
Oh, I forgot what that was called.
I know.
They always
Who
make
knows?
it at Porto's.
Is Porto's a Cuban
Yeah,
cuisine?
Cuban.
Oh, I did not know
But-
that.
I usually get like the sandwich, and then I get all like the potato balls with the meat in the middle.
Oh my god,
Mm.
those are
You
good.
know those? Those
yeah,
are really good.
they are good.
And they
They're
have,
always
like, a lot of
cold when I eat them,
pastries.
though.
But more of like homemade Cuban food is like empanadas. Yeah, like the bananas, like you said.
yeah,
Mhm.
It's like special bananas.
yeah. It's like
They're
little
like-
ones, right?
Is it
no,
those
they're
baby
bigger-
ones?
No, they're really big bananas. But you can't eat them raw. You have to cook them.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
your stomach will get like messed up.
Really?
If
I
you eat
didn't
them raw
know
and
that.
shit.
What do you guys call the bananas?
It's like just in Spanish, like plátanos.
Oh, because we have that too in the Philippines. Oh, we call it banana Q.
Banana cue?
Yeah, it's like a mixture of banana and barbecue. And
Whoa.
yeah.
Whoa.
Banana Q, yeah, because you fry it.
I eat it with lechera. We just call it banana frito,
Banana frito.
Yeah,
what does
fried
that
banana.
Oh,
fried banana.
interesting.
Yeah, but I saw that at a Cuban restaurant, and now I kind of want to go to Porto's.
Porto's is really good.
Yeah, and it's
my family
cheap.
always goes.
It's
yeah.
cheap?
Cheap.
I thought it was expensive.
I thought it was like Earth Cafe.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that kind of
yeah,
price
yeah.
Point,
Is it not?
but it's
Yeah.
not.
Oh.
It's pretty cheap.
Yeah,
We should all go.
we always get
Yeah.
a lot.
It's always full. My mom told me she went and like it was full. Like it took her like
yeah,
20
it's always
minutes.
packed. It's really
Yeah.
really packed.
There's like 4 lines.
Like
right?
the one in Brenna
Yeah.
Park?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the founder of Porto's? She's still alive, which I thought was like interesting. So it's pretty new. It's
Wait,
pretty
when
recent.
was Porto's established?
19 was? Do you know? Was it 1920? I think I remember.
Whoa,
saying
that old?
1920.
Yeah, she's
1920? Oh, I thought it was like a new
I
thing.
don't think it was 1920.
Yeah,
was
because
it?
like
Oh,
Yeah, it was a lot
I've
later
only
than
like
that.
recently heard.
Yeah,
of
of Porto's?
Yeah, no, since 1960.
And you Porto since I was like really young.
The one we have right there next to us is the most recent one.
Yeah, I used to have to go really far. Like,
Where?
we always went.
LA.
Probably no, it was closer than LA. I don't know where though. But it was far. It was like
Yeah.
20-30 minutes away.
The lady that worked there, I was reading her story and stuff on it, and she was in Cuba, communist Cuba. Cuba was communist.
Cuba's
right?
still communist.
It's still communist.
Yeah.
Oh, she's still there.
Oh.
Damn. Right, but Cuba, it's communist, and she like escaped. She used to bake cakes when she was young to kind of
Mhm.
like, because it was either
Mhm.
that or starve, since they didn't have any money. So she would bake cakes, and then people would exchange the cakes and give her ingredients to like eat and like make more cakes with. And eventually she escaped to the US, and she started like her whole I think she went to LA. Yeah, I think she started in LA.
Mhm.
And she started baking cakes there, and it blew up. She opened like a little shop, and then people like loved it, and now it's like big.
It's
And
really
she,
big.
yeah, she keeps her prices low because she like respects that it's large
Aw.
families.
Yeah.
So she keeps,
That's
that's
so
why
cool.
it's
That's
low.
really nice.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it cool starting a restaurant from small and like seeing it
Mhm.
build, like get big over time? That's so
Yeah.
cool to me. Isaac, start the next Porto's.
The next
Mhm.
Cuban restaurant.
Yeah.
What if I'm the next founder?
Mm-hmm.
I'll
Dude,
take over.
That'd be cool.
Isaac Hurtado's takes over Porto's
Porto's.
president. I was telling Mark, like, dude, what if we made a Filipino ex-Mexican restaurant?
Collab.
Boba Barbacoa.
Oh!
Dude, you've never tried barbacoa.
I don't know what that is. Barbacoa.
Have all of you tried it?
What is it?
Barbacoa?
I feel like I've tried it. I
explain
just
it.
don't remember the name.
Pork.
Barbecue?
No, it's not barbecue.
It sounds familiar,
It's
but
good. I'm surprised you haven't tried it.
Oh, I think I've tried it, but in Mexico, not here.
Was it a Mexican dish?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait. Yeah.
wait.
God, have you fed it to me? I feel like you have.
Barbacoa. Did I feed it? I don't think so. You could only get. There's only like one good place, and it's in Santa Ana, and it's like in their house. They turned their house into a restaurant.
That's
Whoa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Investment.
I know what it is.
Do you know what it is?
Is it?
It's good.
Yeah, it is good.
It is really good. We should go someday. It's like the most Mexican like family dish you could get. Thomas, what's your Vietnamese cuisine?
Mm-hmm. I'm so whitewashed. But let me Google it. I just
Really? What's one that like your family always makes so you remember?
Definitely pho.
Pho?
We always-
What else?
yeah.
What else do you guys have? Don't you guys have Oh wait, I think it's Filipino. The little taco.
Oh my God.
Why'd you make that sing
The
sign?
little taco. The
What?
egg. I think the egg. Are they egg?
Huh?
An egg roll?
Like,
Lumpia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, yeah.
so good. I
Is
loved
it? Thank
yeah.
you.
I never had it.
Leilani made
Lumpia.
someone and she gave some to me. Oh my God, they were so good. They were so good.
Pho or ramen, Thomas.
Oh, that's ramen.
Ramen.
Yeah, I really like ramen.
Ooh, pho or
But
ramen.
you know, pho's still good.
Do any of you prefer pho? Real
Oh,
quick.
Ramen.
Ramen. Oh
Probably,
yeah.
probably
Okay.
ramen.
Yeah, ramen's so good.
I mean, earlier today, this morning, I had ban bao, which is like, oh yeah, that probably like sounded so
Ban bao.
whitewashed.
It's all good. It's okay.
And bao.
I don't know what it's called in English, but
Uh-huh.
it's called ban bao.
What is it?
Let your accent shine.
Ban bao.
Hey.
I think. Okay, I'm sorry, but yeah, there's that, and then there's banh mi, which is
Banh mi. I've heard of that.
Banh mi?
It's just like
Yeah.
a sandwich,
Uh-huh.
really.
Lee
You-
sandwiches.
Yeah, yeah.
You use
Basically
baguettes.
Ooh,
Because you
that's
know
why
how-
Lee sandwiches are so
Because you know how the French conquered Vietnam like a while ago.
Oh.
We learned it in our AP Euro class,
Yeah.
and that's how like French influence got into their foods.
They saw the beginning. They were like,
Yeah.
"Now we're keeping this, turning it into our own."
Yeah.
That's why Lee sandwiches are so popular. I've always wondered that. Like, I thought it. I was like, "Why Lee that?" I don't know.
You always make like tortas with
Oh
the
my
baguette
God,
That's so good.
tortas.
Oh yeah, thought
and like
Baguettes?
baguettes, you bolillo?
same thing.
No,
It is not the same thing.
come on,
Sorry,
don't
Thomas. It's not the same
disrespect our
thing.
culture. Like
But yeah,
that.
or like you always making. I'm just like, this is basically like banh mi almost.
Is it basically?
I mean, cause the baguette.
Can you
really
describe it? Like what is
Is it
it?
like what you like? You put the steak and the egg inside. Is it?
So it's like a
something
baguette, right?
Oh, that.
Yes, it's like
It's a baguette with.
Well, that's not banh mi, but
Oh, okay.
because banh mi is like the actual sandwich on its own.
Oh, okay.
Like the sandwich is just like a cut baguette,
Mm-hmm.
and then inside is like all these different types of meat. There's like different kinds.
Like what? Like chicken?
Yeah, just the basics.
Is there
then
like
some,
lettuce, tomatoes?
some other
Oh,
ones?
wait, is it
but-
that sandwich you had that other time that I said? Has
Yeah,
like, the
or-
pussy flaps.
Whoa,
Oh
chill.
my God.
Well, yeah, basically, yeah. At the time I went to your house and then I brought it over. Yeah, it's
Ooh.
those.
Oh,
They're really good.
Yeah, Tortas
And
are
usually they put
superior.
like hella vegetables on it. I always take it off.
Mhm.
hella. You know that's a really Californian thing to say.
Hella?
Hella.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Southern
that.
California.
Yeah.
No, wait. Hella?
Hella.
Oh, that's like up north.
Is
That's
it?
NorCal.
Is
yeah.
it?
Yeah, San Francisco, Sacramento.
It got
They
down
say
here.
hella, hella,
I don't say it, so I'm not really Californian then. Hella.
hella.
Oh my bad.
I always see Thomas say it though. You're
I
very
really?
hella.
I
yeah.
didn't even.
So I was like, it was like a hella lit.
Hella lit?
Yo,
I
no,
never
no,
said that.
no,
I
no,
never.
But I do hear you say hella, and I was like, well, you're California.
Yeah.
You're California influence. You know, the new Star Wars land is opening up for Disneyland. Star Wars land.
Have you seen Star Wars?
Yes, but I don't like
All of
it.
them?
You don't like it?
No, I've seen all of them, but I don't like it.
I haven't seen them.
Oh, really?
I've tried watching them, but I just didn't find it interesting, like at
Yeah,
all.
it seems like something I wouldn't be interested in.
Yeah.
Either you like Star Wars?
I've watched them, but it's not that. I don't like it that much.
Oh.
I wonder why people like it so much.
It's because of the storyline. Plus nostalgia.
No, the
Wasn't-
storyline's really good.
Uh-huh.
though.
I like the
Is
storyline.
it?
Because like the
Yeah.
family and like all of that. Like how the people and...
What about Harry Potter?
Love
like
Harry
Harry
Potter.
Potter.
I love
Really?
I like Harry
I read
Potter.
like the books, but like I didn't. So I was on the last book,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't finish the last
I
one.
know. I was just too lazy
I
because
didn't
it's so
finish it.
long.
Oh, you guys actually read them?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
read them.
Wow, aren't they big?
They're
They're
big.
big.
Yeah.
They're big.
Like
I
when I
remember-
reached Goblet of Fire, I was like, oh.
Goblet of
I remember
Fire.
showing up like with the books to my cousin's houses and stuff, and
Mhm.
my aunts and uncles, they would always be like, "Wow, you're a big boy reading all these big books." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Yeah, come on.
But yeah, I read all of them except the last
Mhm.
one.
Did you read them, Isaac?
No, not Harry Potter.
You never read Harry Potter,
No.
right? What series did you have as a kid that was like your thing?
I read.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
It was so stupid. Like in second grade and under Judy B. Jones.
Judy B. Jones.
I read
No,
that
that's
too.
true.
I read
Like,
it
She
too.
was my idol.
She's
She was my idol, guy.
I
She's
read
a
like one
woman.
book from her, or like about
Is she
her.
still alive?
Judy B.
Judy B. Jones.
She's a fictional character.
Yes,
to
she is.
clarify.
Yes, she is. Did you guys read Diary of a Wimpy Kid?
I did.
I actually read it,
I was
though.
into that.
I read the girl version.
Dork Diaries. Dork
girl?
Diaries.
Wait.
Yeah, I literally have like in elementary, I think I loved Dork Diaries, and I would buy like every book that came out, and I still have them.
What is that?
Oh wait, I
Yeah.
always saw it in the library.
What's Dork
Yeah.
Diaries?
It's like the girl version of
By
Diary
the
of a
same
Wimpy
author?
Kid. No.
Oh,
I think I've seen it. Yeah, in the library.
Yeah.
Really? I've never heard of Dork Diaries. Dude, those Scholastic book fairs though. Like
I
Oh
know.
yeah.
those hit home. I
They're
remember
hella
being
down.
in there. I used to go. I was too scared to go during lunch, so I always had to get a friend to go with me. It was like the scariest thing. Did you guys buy
Why?
anything from there?
I
Wait,
would
why were you
always
scared?
Cause I don't want to go alone. No, I don't want to go alone.
I would always get those UV pens. Do you know what I'm talking about? Those invisible
Oh,
pens.
I'd always get those too.
Yeah.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
write stuff
And
on
then-
paper.
I thought they were so
They
cool.
wouldn't know. I put the light. I'm like, look.
Like draw little like penises on their paper.
I thought it
Oh
was
my
the coolest thing. Okay, calm down.
I actually bought books. I
No,
bought
I
a
did buy
3D
books, too.
animal book. I
Animal
never
Oh,
bought
I
the
remember you
originals.
bought that. I always got the world record book.
Yeah, those were expensive.
Gael,
though.
remember? We bought the Minecraft
No, I still
survival
have
guide.
them. I still have all my Minecraft books, my Minecraft survival guides.
Gael
I
got
have
every
all of 'em.
Minecraft book.
Yeah, I got all of them. I used to use them to build and stuff.
Oh
like,
my god.
that was my thing. Those books, incredible. I remember one time I really wanted to buy like the Guinness World Record book. Yeah, but it was like $20.
Yeah,
It was $20.
I bought it.
You bought it.
Yeah.
Spend
Rich
$20.
boy.
Shut up.
Damn, dude, those are. I used to go to the public library all the time and just read those. Like that is the reason I went to the library to get the Guinness World Record books 2013 Gamers Edition, mind
Oh.
you. So don't be coming at me with the regular because I got the Gamer Edition.
Yeah, that was the one I bought. The gamer
the
one.
Gamer Edition.
The purple one, of like
Yeah.
2016.
What was like some of the world records for like the gamer ones?
Fastest Mario speedrun,
Oh.
biggest Minecraft server, stuff like that. I was like, whoa.
Mm.
We'd be showing each other.
Isaac, look, he
Oh my
completed Minecraft in 3 minutes. Wow. Kind of miss it. Those book fairs, they don't have those in high school, do they?
Not in high
No.
school.
I wonder why. They could just have
People
more
outgrow
complex
them.
books.
Outgrew them.
But I mean, it's
More
books.
serious books. Like
Yeah, they don't even have any book fairs.
No.
People should read more. Did you see I
Yeah.
made a book review?
I saw some of
I
it.
saw it.
some of
It was cool.
On your YouTube channel?
Yeah,
No, I haven't seen it.
I uploaded my YouTube video, Gaelator.
Wow.
But yeah, it's a book review. People should read more. Have you guys read any books that aren't part of school?
Animal Farm.
I want to read, but like I actually don't have the time to read. Like when do you have it in between?
in
Every
school.
time during school, I get like at least an hour in throughout the day.
It's because you have like regular English and you guys don't really like do anything.
Hey, that's
Yeah.
just an excuse.
No, but like, I'm not trying to make excuses, but there's
There's
literally
usually
no time.
Yeah.
There's never time.
Like, let's see. If I read when I'm waiting for class to start, when it's SSR, I read during lunch sometimes. When I finish all my work, I read.
Mhm.
And I finish all my homework and then I read.
yeah, cause SSR, you're right.
Yeah, there's usually some time to read.
I've been reading this book. It's the one you told me about. It's
How to be disliked. Wait,
The Courage to be
disliked. How to be
disliked.
disliked. Ooh.
Yeah.
What is it?
I don't usually read books, but after reading this one, I realized, reading it's cool.
It's not that bad.
It's fun.
not
It's
as
not
like
that
boring
bad.
as you think.
And
it
you
is.
learn a lot. Like I
Right.
never really thought those nonfiction books were like interesting. I was
Mhm.
always into the fiction books. the stories and like
Yeah.
fantasy and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But like this book in particular, I made connections between like its ideas with like my everyday life, and like I feel like I'm growing from this
Right?
book. Yeah.
You feel like you have so much more knowledge. It's
And like some of these like ideas, like I've been thinking too. Like I already like thought of these ideas, but after reading it, like I've made clarification with those
Mhm.
ideas, and like I can actually apply it into my life.
yeah, dude,
It's cool.
You learn so much. Like you
Yeah.
underestimate how much you actually can learn from books. Like
Uh-huh.
you read those stories of like billionaires that read every single book they had as a kid. Elon Musk taught himself how to build rockets out of a book. Like, isn't that crazy? Imagine being smart enough to be able to understand the concepts in that, and I could barely understand the concepts in my math notebook, and he's out here like reading all that.
I feel like anybody. Okay, that's like a bold statement.
That
I
is
feel
a
like
bold
I feel
statement.
like anybody could do anything if they put their heart into it.
I think so.
You guys think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But like, why is it hard for some people to?
Yeah, I've always thought about that.
Right?
Like that exact question.
It's
Is
like their resolve, like because a lot of people do something because they're like influenced.
Mm-hmm. Abraham
They get
Lincoln
the will.
taught himself to be a lawyer through books, and he became
Mhm.
the president. So that kind of shows it. But I think there are limitations, like your IQ.
You
know,
think that's a limitation, or
That
like you
is.
think that's like?
at a certain point, your IQ makes it really difficult to understand things.
Really?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you can't
I agree.
understand it.
Mm-hmm. I think someone had an IQ, a really low IQ, like
Low?
one of the lowest IQs in the world, and like they died shortly after birth, or after like a few years after birth, because
Really?
like they just couldn't function, like basic tasks like talking and stuff, like they just couldn't do. So they were just kind of like paralyzed, like
Why do they have like? Okay, why does that happen though? Why do people have a
higher IQ.
certain amount of like IQ?
Yeah, I don't know that. I've always wondered stuff like
Like,
that.
Is it like
Could-
genetics to people with like a high
I
IQ
think so.
breed?
Yeah, but like I don't get how we're limited by our IQs because like what I said before, like if you can do, I feel like you can do anything if you put your heart into it.
I think the IQ only comes into play when it's like really low, and then like
Mhm.
you literally have a disability. But if you don't have a disability, like I've always wondered that, like how there's non-honors kids and
Yeah.
there's people in AP classes.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, is it because I don't believe that it's because they're dumb. I think
It's
No,
not.
no, it's
it's
yeah,
not.
I think it's just they don't have the motivation or the
Yeah.
courage,
Or they don't like doing the work, but they're still smart.
Yeah, because they're
Uh-huh.
smart in their own way too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they are. But like, it's just some people are more perceptive. Like they analyze things.
Yeah.
That is true.
And I feel like some people are just more exposed to their environment.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's makes a huge difference. Because sometimes with like Gael, right? You don't understand math sometimes.
Mhm.
And I kind of, not in a mean way, but I kind of wonder like why do
Yeah.
why do I understand this,
But
but
you
how
don't.
come you don't?
Yeah, no, I've wondered that same thing too. It's like
Mhm.
stuff like that. I wonder with things kind of like speaking, right?
Yeah.
You know how sometimes I'm like, oh, you guys like speak more, like
Oh,
speak
yeah, there's
without
that too.
stopping. I always wonder like why I'm able to like speak like so without stopping and not take as much time thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like I've always wondered how like people's brain works, and
Yeah.
like things like math too. You know?
What I theorize is that like, I think it's just like like perception. I feel like it's just how people like look at things. Because I feel like
Yeah.
everybody looks at things differently.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess like how I look at things makes it easier for me to understand math. Whereas it makes it harder. But you're like especially good at other things too.
Yeah.
Like with business.
with math stuff, that's what it gets me so weird. Like I wonder why I can't
Mhm.
understand math as well as like
Yeah.
some of you. Like what
I don't know-
do
I
you
don't-
feel that with me? It's like how can you not
Yeah.
understand? Like it's so obvious. Like what do you
Mhm.
not see?
Like they give you the exact steps. Like why can't you use those steps again?
Mm-hmm. When you find yourself like not understanding something, kind of like math, sometimes it's hard to understand what you don't understand. Have you ever felt like that?
Like for me, I make connections in math because I feel like for math, it's a lot of fundamental stuff and like foundations that you gotta
Yeah.
remember. And then the thing with math is that the reason why these like not philosophers, but like these like high level thinkers like back in the day, like Isaac Newton, the reason why they
Okay, I corrected him on that
Yeah.
one time. I was like, it's Newton. He was like, it's Newton.
okay, my bad, Isaac Newton.
Come on, yes.
Yeah, Isaac Newton. the reason why they were able to like create such like high level math is because they use these foundations and they further explore like the potential of these foundations.
Yeah, how do you even begin to discover calculus or invent calculus? Like,
Right?
where do you begin with that? Like, what do you do? What do you start off with? It seems like everything has been invented. But you got to come up with something new, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's really weird. Kayla, how do you think about like math? Like when you see me like being like, Kayla, please help me. And you don't you ever think like, how do you not get it? Like it's right
No.
there.
I don't think that.
Really?
I'm just like, okay, he's probably having a hard time, but he'll get to it eventually.
What do
He
you
just
think
needs
makes
help.
you good at math?
Who says I'm good at?
You are good at
okay.
math. Don't be humble.
Don't be
It's
humble.
okay.
It's okay. You're good at
honestly,
math.
I don't know. Like, I never really considered myself good at math until
Really?
like last semester. I was like, okay, maybe I'm not like horrible. I guess.
With an A.
Yeah, that surprised me. But honestly, I'm not sure. I look for patterns because like
Patterns,
for,
yeah.
for log, the formulas I couldn't really memorize all of them, so I just looked for patterns.
Oh,
Yeah, that helps me a lot.
does it?
Yes.
What do you think is your biggest, like, your strong suit? Like, do you think it's communication, like thinking, like critical thinking, mathematics, writing?
No, not writing.
Really? Everyone says you're the best writer here.
Yeah, but like compared to other people,
Oh,
like
okay. But in
Yeah.
your terms,
Yeah, for yourself.
I'm not sure. Maybe math then,
math.
or I don't know. That's hard.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
I don't know.
Mark, you think math, right?
Yeah.
And then Thomas, what about you?
Probably English.
English? You think
Writing?
that's your like, strongest too?
Yeah, probably.
Isaac.
I don't really have like my strongest subject,
Mm-hmm.
but I've been doing good at my language, like really good.
Yeah, no, Isaac, I think you're really good at memorizing. You have a really good memory.
Yeah.
Like, that's the
really
one
good
thing
at
I think is like a strong suit for you.
Uh-huh.
I never.
You memorize
forget.
things. Sometimes you forget like the most like random. You remember the most random things. I'm
I
like,
know.
like so that's why I just ask you like, Isaac, what was the name of that one dude in the Japan Easy season 2 episode 3 video? You're like,
I know.
wait, Charles? No, wait, David Near, like class president or some shit like that. And it's like, oh, okay. You know, I think I'm not good at math because I don't like being able to not know what the solution is instantly. Because I don't know if I'm right or wrong if I don't have the answers in front of me.
Oh, that's how I feel.
Yeah.
I like backwards like working.
Mm-hmm. I like knowing if I'm like if it works or not, like the moment I do it, because then I could try different things and I know if it's like if I'm getting somewhere at least.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think that's all the time we have for this episode. Should we answer questions?
Yes.
You think we have time for questions? Wait, I need a drum roll. Drum roll, please. Do we have time for questions? We do. We have a few minutes. So a lot of you guys have been asking specifically about what it takes to make a podcast, you know, creating a podcast, how to get it on Spotify and stuff like that. And honestly, there's a few things that go into it, but it's pretty simple. Eventually, we want to make like an entire podcast dedicated to how to make a podcast. But for now, if you want to see the equipment we use, you could go to teenagetherapy.card.co and you could see the list of all the equipment we use.
Maggot?
Magat.
My God.
MAGAT. It stands for more able, gifted, and talented. And the worst part is to get more opportunities like trips and meeting scientists and mathematicians. You can't even do anything to help you get in. The school chooses the people at the start of high school when we are all 12, and they stay the same for the whole 5 years.
What?
That seems so unfair.
That is more gifted and talented.
I know.
It's like they're putting other people down.
Right? And it's like, and they also have there's also something called Brilliant Club, and it's basically the same thing, but these people have assemblies and we all just sit there and clap for them. The rest of us just sit there and we feel like shit because we aren't part of them and we feel like we aren't good enough.
That's crazy.
That is messed up. They
Wow.
should rise
crazy.
up.
Yeah.
Rise up like the
Sign a
proletariat.
petition. Like if you can't even join it, like what? The school just imagine the school just chooses like, all right, these are the 5 people and they're more gifted and able and talented.
Yeah, that makes everything worse. Like if they were able to apply for it, I'd kind of understand.
Right.
Yeah.
But the fact that the school chooses it,
Mhm.
like
Why is it the
that's
school
just
choosing?
Yeah.
really
what the
unfair.
Like, what do
heck?
they know?
My guy. Okay,
Like,
you
you
need to
know
start a
everything about the person.
petition.
Mhm.
That sounds like a government thing.
Let me
Yeah.
know what
Right.
school. I'll talk
I
to
know. They
them.
should make a new club to rise up.
Yeah.
They're from-
Overthrow.
I just
They
wanna
make a
have a talk.
revolution.
Over
A
the
coup d'etat.
school.
That's right. Have a revolution. They're
A
from England.
revolution.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody asked, do people from school know about your podcast?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, they do. Quite a few. Quite a lot, actually, because, like, we're all involved in like different organizations, and so it kind of spreads.
Yeah, that's true.
Somebody asked, "How do you relax after a long day?"
After a long day, I go to my room, make sure it's clean. I turn on these candles that I
Whoa.
love, and then I just lay down.
I say the same. Go to my bed, I tuck myself in, open the window because I like my room to be pretty cold, and then, yeah, go to sleep.
It's just sleeping.
Yeah.
That's honestly it.
Usually, I'll take a nap, but if I'm not tired, then I would make myself oatmeal, tea, and then watch a Netflix movie.
If I want to relax after a long day, I probably just go to the gym, come home, shower, and then just probably either watch a movie if I'm like really need to just do nothing, or I'll just work on some stuff. I try to avoid not being on my bed because I don't know. It's like it's not good to be on your bed
Wait, you still have enough energy to go to the gym?
Yeah.
after a
what?
stressful day.
Yeah.
If I haven't gone and it's my gym day, then yes.
Yeah, I have to think through it.
Whoa.
Yeah. No, I mean, I find it like relaxing. Anyways, for announcement time, we have our beanies. We're shipping them out today, which is they should be shipped out by the time you hear this. And if you want to get one, go to teenagetherapy.com because they're really cute and they're only $13. And right now, it's the best way to support us. So thank you to everyone that bought one. It was really nice of you, and we really appreciate that.
Okay, recently we were featured on Aspirants, which is a digital and print publication brand dedicated to help creatives and changemakers move from point A to point B. And we would just like to thank them for featuring us, and yeah, just go over to their page and show some love.
Anyways, thank you for listening. If you enjoyed, tell one friend about it, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.